Hi guys, I thought I'd make a video to show you the planning module. I'm going to try and be pretty brief because I don't want to overload you with too much detail. If you have issues trying to use it to create your plan for the week you're leading worship, please just reach out to me and we can walk through it nice and slowly. And yeah, I just don't want to overwhelm you with too much information. So I'm not going to cover absolutely every feature of this, but I'm just going to give you what you need to know. So you should have an email in your inbox now inviting you to register and log in to Church Suite. So do that, please, and it'll ask you to create a password, and then you should be able to log in, and you should be presented with a screen that looks like this. So there's a planning tab here, so if you click on that, and then you'll be presented with the plans homepage, which shows you any upcoming plans that are already in the process of being created or already created. And for your week, you will need to add a new plan. So let's click the add plan button. There's a number of different templates. You'll need to use the Sunday service. Templates are just kind of out of the box, put a bunch of things together that you'll need, but I'll show you that when we get there. So yeah, select the Sunday service template. It automatically populates your name as Sunday service. I'll normally add on the date of whenever I'm leading worship to that title. So let's say we're leading worship on the 25th. I would say Sunday service 25th of April. And then you need to select the actual date as well, because this is all going to be included in your plan. The time will automatically go to 11 a.m. because that's obviously when our Sunday services are. And once you've done all that, so you can check through 25th there. Yep, 25th of April, that's fine. And you press save. And then it will navigate you to a page, the actual details page for the plan you just created. So you can see that without you doing anything, it's already put in a welcome element, a worship element that lasts 20 minutes, notices, sermon, close, breakout rooms. So this is just the standard template I've created, and we're probably going to evolve this over time. But yeah, so what you'll be needing to do is add songs to the worship section of this plan, and then send this plan to everyone within your team. So I'll just show you how to do that in brief. What I normally do is, you've got your detail page for the plan. I'll normally open up the library page on another tab. So on a Mac you can just right click, and on Windows you'll be able to do that if you're in Chrome. So right click and you want to open that link on a new tab. So that means you've got your details for your plan here, and you've got the library. So you'll see what the library is. It's just a big long list mainly of songs that we sing in church. So these are the songs that you guys have been singing over the last 6 months that I've been adding into the library each week when you're singing. So we should have most of them, but there will be times when you'll be singing a song that isn't currently in the library, and I'll show you exactly what to do in that scenario. So but let's say that we are adding a song that is in the library. So before you add a song to your plan, I would suggest probably coming to the library first and just checking if it's here. So let's say we're singing How Great Thou Art. Yep, and we can see How Great Thou Art is there. Let's click on it. Okay, so we've got How Great Thou Art, but we can see that there's a problem because there aren't actually any files attached to it. So what you can do with each element, with each song, is you can attach files to it, and I'll show you how to do that. So we've got our CCLI number, and this is actually a link to song select. So if you right click on this, open this in a new tab, we're brought to this page, which I'm sure most of you are quite familiar with, because this is where we get most of our music. So I want How Great Thou Art, so I'm going to download the lyrics for it, and I'm also going to download the chords for How Great Thou Art, and let's say we want to do it in A. Once again, I know I'm going quite quickly, so if you guys are having problems following, please, we can jump on a Zoom call, jump on the phone, and I can walk you through this process really easily. and it's a lot of information, but it's quite powerful, and this is going to really make our comms a lot more smooth. So I'm quite willing to accept the difficulties now, just getting everyone up and running, because I know the long-term benefits will be quite good. So we've just downloaded How Great Thou Art, the music in A and in text. We've got our lyrics there. So let's go back to our planning module, and what you can do, the simplest way of uploading files to this is to just drag and drop your files into this area here. So let's just do that now. So we dragged our music in there. There you can see it's already saved there and there. So that's in, and we've got How Great Thou Art now. So now we know we've added How Great Thou Art, the files that we need, to our library. So we can go back to our plan and we go add plan item, song, How Great Thou Art. Cool, and it's added in there. So what I normally do actually before I put the song in place is normally I'll edit and I'll change the duration to 0, because we've already got a duration for how long we lead worship, so there's no point having a duration in there, because it just adds on time and makes the plan seem like it's a lot longer than it is. So you don't need duration, so just put that as 0, and then select the key that you're actually going to be singing it in, so that the musicians in your team will know that it's in that key. Then you can press save. You drag this up, and there we can see. So we can see How Great Thou Art in A. Yep, the key is A. How Great Thou Art, the music is there. So all of these will be accessible in the plan, the ones that you've been seeing in my emails to you. So that's done. Let's say we want to add an element, and we know it's already in our library. So I know for a fact that How Great Is Our God is in our library, so you could even check that. Once again, you could go back here to your library, and let's search for How Great Is Our God, and we know it's there. We can click on it, and let's check what music is in there. There's already music uploaded there for D and G. So if we were doing it in the key of D, we would be like, okay, fine, that's got the music we want, and the lyrics are obviously already there, so that's fine. So now we go back to our plan. We search in the library for How Great Is Our God, and we would change the duration to 0. And let's say we're doing it in D, so we change that to D, and then everything else is there. So now we save, and we go back to our plan, and you see How Great Is Our God is there, and then you hover over here and you can drag your element up. So let's say we're going to do that first, and that's how you add songs. The other scenario you might have is one where the song isn't in the library. So let's say we want to add Promises by Maverick City Music. It's a song I've been listening to a lot. Not a song we've done as yet, but I'll just add it as an example. So we go add plan item and song, and the name of the song we're trying to add is Promises. Now what Church Suite actually has is it's got its own kind of background list of songs, like a database of songs, like almost like a song select, but it doesn't have every single song that there is. It just has some really, really popular songs that it kind of suggests to you, and that if you clicked on it, then it would auto-populate with the CCLI number and the authors, and the authors of the song. So if it's not within that list of things, of the background kind of database that you're offered by Church Suite, you'll have to enter in the CCLI number manually. So the way of doing that is to type in the title. We're looking through, we're saying, okay, no, none of those songs are the song we actually want. So Promises, we know it's a song, we know that the CCLI number isn't that, and the writers are not that, sorry. And let's go to CCLI, let's type in Promises. and this is the version, this is the song I want. You guys might have heard this. So it's Maverick City Music, we know it's correct. We can see the screenshot of the YouTube video. I'll go here and I can see my CCLI number there, so I can just do a copy. I think that's Control C on Windows, Command C on Mac. So copy that, paste it in there so we know it's the correct CCLI number. The authors, you can literally just highlight these, copy that, and paste these in there. So that's all of our authors are in there. The key, and we'll have to get that from the music. So let's just go with the default key. So it's at B flat currently. Yeah, I would just add it in the key that you want to do it in. If you already know, if you're a musician and you know what key you want to sing it in, I'd probably add it in that key. So let's just say we're probably going to do it in the key of G instead. Yep. And I would say I put G here. Leave the tempo blank, that's fine. If you want to, you can add the YouTube link as well. That was on the previous page, so
and we can drag one of these chord progressions in.
Sorry, it's a bit fiddly, but yep. So I've got my YouTube link now, and you can just paste that in. So that means you've got a YouTube link as well. So, and now we've created it. So we've got our song, Promises. Ta-da. Okay, and now we can download our music. So, download the lyrics. And the chords. Come back here, and once again, you drag and drop them in here. So, drag and drop. Now we've got Promises in G, and we've got our music, our lyrics here. And now that we've added our song and everything's fine, and it all looks good, we can come back to our plan, and we can say let's do Promises as well. So let's add a song and Promises, and the duration is going to be 0, and let's save that. And that's it. And then we can drag this up to here. Cool. So that's all in there. Now, once you are happy with your plan, so you're probably going to add 4, 5 songs there, and you're going to have another song after the sermon. You can all do that in the same way. Once you're happy with your plan, what you'll need to do is you'll need to come here and you'll need to publish your plan first. So you can't share it with anyone until it's actually published. So you click on this button. It asks you, are you sure? You say yes. Let's publish it. Now we can communicate, so we send an email. Actually, sorry, not send an email, send the plan. So send plan is what you want to do. Send plan. So on the communicate drop down, send plan. OK to this. Then it will give you a little preview of what the plan's going to look like. You should probably have a little glance through and just confirm that everything is what you want it to be. I can already see an issue that we're sending 2 sets of music here. So we've got our How Great Is Our God, because we've got multiple bits of music that are attached to this song. We've got it in G and D. So what I would do in that situation is I would cancel this. I'd come down here into your actual plan. I would say edit, manage files. And you can click on, you can basically remove the music that you don't need. So I would get rid of the music in G because we're actually doing it in D, and that's fine. And now that's updated, so you should see, yep, so it's just How Great Is Our God, lyrics, How Great Is Our God in D. Fine, and let's try and communicate again. OK to this, let's go through, yep, now we've only got the music we actually want. That looks fine, that looks fine. Then it's going to ask you to preview email, and now you have to add in everyone in your team that's going to be on worship, and they all should be within Church Suite because they're entered here. This gives you access to the address book. So I would add let's say I want to add someone in the team, so let's add a few people. Cool. So you'd add in every single person that you want to add. Check. I would say this point, just make sure that everything's kind of as you'd want it to be. You can obviously update the plan afterwards, but that will mean you'll have to come back here and you'll have to send another email. But yeah, just take an opportunity to check through the plan and make sure that everything is as you would want it to be, that all the music is correct. And then once you press send email, this plan is going to be pushed to absolutely everyone, and it's also there's going to be a link that you'll be able to view the actual plan on, that you've probably already seen. So it kind of publishes it on its own kind of web page. And yeah, so the power for this is that obviously this means that we're doing it in one place. It also means that all of our CCLI reporting is being dealt with in the background, because every time we put a song within a plan and publish it, we get CCLI kind of get already informed, so we don't have to worry about any of that stuff basically. And yeah, it's quite powerful, because what it's going to mean is as time goes on and we build a bigger and bigger library of songs, we'll get to a point where generally we won't have to add songs, and that long process that I showed you of adding songs and adding the CCLI number, we won't really have to do that often, because generally we'll be singing mostly the same songs. So I think there's already about 150 songs on there. I reckon in total we probably have in rotation about 200 some odd songs that we normally sing. So once we're getting to the 220 songs mark, most of the songs that we normally sing will already be there, and you'll just be able to come here. Most of the music will already be uploaded to each song, and yeah, you'll be able to create your plans really quickly. I would say my only warning would be that before you create a new song, make sure that it doesn't already exist, because I've already made that mistake quite a few times, of re-adding songs that were already there. So before you think that a song isn't there, make sure you've actually searched the library and confirmed that it's not there. And if it is there, then check on the song and make sure that the music that you need is already there. And then when you send it in your plan, make sure you're only sending the files that you actually want to send to your musicians, so the correct music. So there is a bit of detail to it. And like I say, if any of you get stuck, we can work it through. On your week when you're leading worship, I can jump on a Zoom call with you, and I can genuinely just talk you through this process really gradually, and we can get it going. And yeah, this should be pretty good. And I think it's good to have worship leaders being responsible for this part of our comms, rather than me doing it. So yeah, that's about it. Let me know if there's any issues. I think I'm leading worship on the 18th, I think it is, and I think after that it should be Inyong. So Inyong, you'll probably be the first person to kind of try this whole process. So please reach out to me if you have any challenges. If anyone's kind of not aware of anything that I've kind of said. I think I'm rambling a bit now, but yeah, you get what I'm saying. So yeah, all the best, and yeah, have a good day.